So this is not going to be your typical Cybertruck review. We're taking this thing off-road today, and we're doing it with me in the driver's seat, which if you are a returning subscriber, then you know that this company that lent us this Cybertruck has made a grave mistake. So with that said, give us a little bit to get through some preliminaries of this video, and then we're gonna dive into this review. We have officially made it. This is the closest that I am ever going to be to a Cybertruck. I don't know if I'm pumped or nervous or what I am. I am emotionless. So this is it, folks. The moment we have all been waiting for, or maybe just I've been waiting for it. I don't know. I don't even know if I've been waiting for it. But at the end of the day, you cannot deny that that truck behind me is a cultural phenomenon. And that cultural phenomenon is sitting here on a dirt road behind my 2021 Badlands Bronco, and we're gonna kind of see what it can do off-road. All right, everybody, this is Will from Badass Tents. Will, walk us through what we're about to get ourselves into.
Well, we got a trail here that has a little bit of everything. It's a main fire road, and it's got all these offshoots, and they can be as challenging as you want, so.
Okay, well, the audience here's fire roads, and some of them are turning the video off right now. How gnarly do you think we're gonna get?
If you look online, there's many rollovers on these, so it goes as hard as you want.
Hopefully we won't be doing any of that today, but with that said, I know you guys have been developing some products for this truck. Obviously, we're running a lot of your products on my Bronco. You guys are a great company doing some great stuff. So with that said, I guess it's just time to, I don't know if we're putting your products to the test necessarily, but definitely using and abusing the Cybertruck. So with it being a little bit later in the day, we should end up, I guess, hitting the road and seeing what kind of trouble we could get ourselves into, folks.
Hey, where are you going? You're driving.
What? What? I don't know if they watch the channel or not. Are you serious?
That's what we're here for.
All right, folks, this video just got 10 times more entertaining, I think. You got insurance? It feels so foreign to me. I feel like I'm wearing one of those virtual reality headsets and none of this is real. Run us through what we're working with here.
All right, so basically here's your gear.
Will proceeded to give a quick rundown of all the features that the Cybertruck offered. I'd be lying if I said swiping up and down on a screen to put a vehicle in gear wasn't one of the weirdest things I've done in a vehicle, but once I felt the slight grip on this alternate reality I found myself in, it was time to hit the trail.
This is one of the weirdest things I have ever done. And we've got our video game controller steering wheel. Let me start by saying this. For those of you guys that are watching this and you know all about Teslas, you're super into it and whatever, you are watching the guy who is not at all accustomed to what the heck is going on right now. The foreignness of all of this is through the roof for me. It's like I'm driving a boat. We'll see by the end of this if I have a better hang. All right, so 5 minutes into the trail, and I am convinced I'm buying a Cybertruck. No, I'm just kidding. A couple hours in this boat might change my mind, you never know. I'm taking these turns probably way wider than I need to, because I'm like, hey, this thing is long.
Yeah, that thing feels huge, dude, until you get used to it.
The first hour behind the wheel was a trippy experience, to say the least. With all the technology built into these trucks, it was a little difficult to get the hang of certain aspects of the vehicle.
One thing that takes a little bit of getting used to, it's almost like I forget what they call it in the Bronco, but it's like when you let off the gas, it's not like you have to hit the brake. This thing just wants to stop. That's a little bit weird. It's convenient, I think, especially when you're feeling a little bit lazy, you don't want to move your foot. But going from the classic Broncos, which have no technology, to the new Bronco, which has, pretty good technology now, to this thing, which just wants to stop on its own, basically. When you let off the gas, it's a little bit weird.
With a couple hours of driving down and with the Southern California sun baking down on our metal enclosure, it was time for the real test.
Alexis, turn on the seat coolers. Okay, what's the Tesla chick bot's name? Hey Siri, hey Stephanie, Sarah, Emily, it's probably a white girl name, Samantha, Natalie, turn on the seat coolers. Oh, they turned on. No, I'm just kidding. All right, folks, so we're doing our first real obstacle. We rolled up and I'm like, oh, we're totally gonna pass this. Will's like, let's do it. Staring at it right now, like in a Bronco, yeah, it's pretty much a walk in the park. It looks a little bit more fun up there. So let's talk to Will, let's see what's up. All right, Will, have you done this obstacle before?
Never.
Never, okay, good deal, good deal. Same as me.
Like many of the offshoots on this trail, this obstacle was built to test articulation. Offset holes and rutted out dips made quite the noise maker out of my Bronco. Although it creaked and popped its way up, the Bronco handled the pass pretty effortlessly.
Just ignore all those popping noises.
And just like that, it was the Cybertruck's turn.
All right, here we go. Officially off-roading a Cybertruck. No more dirt roads. Little bit of bouncing, little bit of noise. Will's giving a thumbs up. So we're saying, okay, we're keeping going. It's funny, I feel like every single tire kind of lifting up. Folks, I think we've nailed it, folks. I'll give it an A. That was pretty stinking smooth. I don't know what the camera saw, but I'm feeling okay. Wheels up, wheels back down, wheels up, wheels back down. But on something like that, it's not that big of a deal.
Dancing, but it falls up.
It did. It totally did. I was pleasantly surprised. You know, I thought we'd struggle a little bit more, just from what I've seen on the internet, right? But it's funny. You can have all these years of off-roading experience, and you get in something new, and you don't know if it's gonna do it, and it reintroduces something into the system, right? It's like, oh, this is still fun. There's some fun in not knowing if it's gonna make it or not.
I'm gonna check out the top of this hill, see if that turn looks good.
The next couple obstacles were the same as the first, but with locking differentials, the Cybertruck continued to handle these with ease.
We didn't hear anything, Will. Made a little more noise than the last one, but but we're up, so it's no big.
Eventually, it was time to take on the final boss. This obstacle would prove to be one tough opponent for the poster child of electric vehicles.
Am I going for it?
Give it a try. It's gonna be its absolute limit.
Absolute limit. Okay, here we go. Let's see, folks. It's gonna get fun right here.
With the reputation of electric vehicles on the line, I, Mitch Creel, set out to find that limit.
Back up and go higher up.
Was this it? Had we done it? Had we really discovered the Cybertruck's full capabilities that easily? Had we hit the ceiling of what could be done with America's second most memed truck?
I think we found the Cybertruck's limit.
Oh.
Oh,
Get out of here.
when you said
I'm stoked about that. Dude, I mean, so it never feels weird, right? It's not like we got weird angles and we're super off camber and stuff just feels all crazy. It's all pretty normal, but as far as that obstacle, it's like you don't know if this thing's got the clearance to make it through any of that. Gave it a go, and it just wasn't gonna make it. And I don't know if you guys heard on camera when Will was like, I think we found its limits. Seconds after that, we caught a line and sailed it all the way through to victory. So I'm stoked about that. Hopefully Badass Tents forgives me for putting a few more scratches in the bottom of this thing.
I've learned that a scratch or two serves to tell a story, and this Cybertruck now had another story to tell. While we may not have done Pritchett Canyon or the Rubicon, this little truck, and by little I mean very big truck, proved to be a fighter. Now how long would it last the abuse that I would give it daily? Perhaps that's a question for another day.
Alrighty folks, so it is about midday. At this point, we've kind of thrashed the Cybertruck. When I say thrashed, we did more than I thought we were gonna do. I honestly thought that we were gonna stay on the fire road the whole time, but Will gave us the green light, and this thing handled amazingly well. From the footage you guys have seen so far, hopefully you've picked up on a little bit of that. Take it from me, this thing has handled some good abuse out here, and I'm super stoked. So with that said, like Will said at the beginning of this video, Badass Tents is working on some products for the Cybertruck. Now, while we do nothing with Cybertrucks, we're just grateful for the opportunity to get to drive this, and we wanted to give you a chance to plug some of the stuff that you're doing. So hear Will out if you guys got a Cybertruck. They're doing some pretty cool stuff with it. What do you guys got going?
So we got some collab with BA Tents, and that's who's making these tents for us. We're making a prototype right now, polycarbonate camper shell, and we're gonna have an aluminum version as well. So far we've got crossbars for these things, we got wheel center caps, we've got mirror deletes. Check out our site for more information. But
all right, well, have you been surprised at all with how this thing has performed out here, or have you guys been taking it out quite a bit?
We've taken it out and it does well. I mean, once it got that download with the locking differentials, it made all the difference. Download with the locking differentials.
What is this person talking about?
Let's pause right there for just a second. For all of my classic Bronco guys, you downloaded locking differentials.
That's it, yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Hook it up to Wi-Fi and then that's it.
That is unreal. I'm speechless right now. I don't know what to say. We've got a little bit more of this trail to go. We hope you guys have been enjoying the video. We're enjoying the views. And with that said, we're going to keep on trucking here. If you guys got any questions so far, drop them down below. But this has been a total blast. So.
And just like that, we had expanded our imagination of the capabilities of this dumpster, I mean Cybertruck. While it may never outrun its ability to be made fun of, this truck definitely earned my respect today.
Alrighty folks, and there you have it. What a day. This is a day that I never thought would come, but alas, here we are, hopping out of a Cybertruck after, I don't know, 6-8 hours of going off-road, putting this thing to the test. I had a total blast doing this. I hope you guys liked the video, but can the Tesla Cybertruck handle off-road? Like anything, it depends on where you go and what you do, right? I think that I was more impressed than I thought I'd be after driving this thing off-road. I think after doing some of the things that we did, managing to overcome some of those obstacles, I was kind of like, wow, that definitely surprised me. With that said, is it something that we're gonna get into or do off-road? Absolutely not. Is it still the most off-brand thing we have ever done on this channel? Absolutely. But you know, it is what it is. It's just a way to help some friends who are making some products for this thing. It's a way to entertain you guys, and it was just something cool to do. So we're gonna go check in with Will, get his final thoughts for the day. All right, Will, what did we think of the day so far? Obviously, again, you guys have been thrashing this before. How did that kind of match up to what you guys have done before?
I think it was the most off-roading it's done today.
Was it the most difficult?
Yeah, the most difficult.
Sick.
It's got a couple scratches, but it does well.
Right on, right on. Shoot, let's get out of here. Honestly, the whole time we've been here, we've been waiting for someone to scream at us to get away from the gas pumps, so. This could go so bad. We just talked about the claustrophobia, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know.
You're in, dude.
Yeah.
I think you're in.
Go nice and slow. Be rolling, Glenn.
That's it.
Alright, I'll just say 3, 2, 1, pop it up.
I'll hit the button for you.
Alright. 3, 2.
2, 1.